his blood spilling in the temple of Zeus. Priam's legacy, a king's enduring tragedy. The death of Priam marked the final fall of Troy. His city was burned, his family destroyed, and his people scattered or enslaved. Priam, once a proud and powerful king, became the ultimate symbol of a ruler defeated by forces beyond his control. Despite his wisdom, his attempts to save his city, and his love for his family, Priam could not escape the cruel hand of fate.
The Khmer Rouge regime, which ruled Cambodia from 1975 to 1979 under the leadership of Pol Pot, left behind a legacy of devastation and horror. Their extreme policies of social engineering, aiming to transform Cambodia into a purely agrarian society, led to one of the deadliest genocides in modern history. An estimated 1.7 to 2.2 million people, nearly a quarter of Cambodia's population at the time, perished due to mass executions, forced labor, starvation, and disease. 1. The rise and rule of the Khmer Rouge. The Khmer Rouge came to power during a period of instability in Cambodia, marked by civil war, American bombing campaigns during the Vietnam War, and internal political turmoil. Once in power, Pol Pot and his regime embarked on a radical program to reset Cambodia to year zero, aiming to create an ideal communist society. To achieve this, they forcibly evacuated cities, abolishing money, private property, and all forms of modern governance. Cambodians were subjected to brutal conditions in forced labor camps, working long hours in agriculture with minimal food and no medical care. Intellectuals, professionals, religious figures, and ethnic minorities were targeted for extermination. Torture centers like Tul Sleng S-21 became symbols of the regime's cruelty. The mass graves, known as the Killing Fields, dotted the Cambodian countryside, a testament to the atrocities committed by the regime. 2. The fall of the Khmer Rouge. In December 1978, after years of cross-border conflicts, Vietnam invaded Cambodia, overthrowing the Khmer Rouge in January 1979. This brought an end to Pol Pot's regime, but the aftermath of their rule left Cambodia shattered. The country faced immense challenges: a decimated population, widespread famine, destroyed infrastructure, and a traumatized society. Although the Khmer Rouge had fallen from power, they remained a guerrilla force, controlling parts of Cambodia for years. 3. Rebuilding Cambodia. Early challenges. The task of rebuilding Cambodia was monumental. When the Khmer Rouge was ousted, the country had no functioning government, educational system, or healthcare infrastructure. Many of the country's intellectuals, teachers, and doctors had been killed or had fled, leaving the country with few skilled professionals to guide the reconstruction. The People's Republic of Kampuchea, established by Vietnam after the invasion, struggled to restore order. International aid was limited due to the political isolation of Cambodia during this period. Cold War politics complicated recovery efforts, as the U.S. and China continued to support the Khmer Rouge in their guerrilla war against the Vietnamese-backed government, blocking much-needed aid. 4. The role of the United Nations. It wasn't until the 1990s, after years of civil war and political instability, that significant progress toward rebuilding began. In 1991, the Paris Peace Agreements were signed, bringing an official end to the conflict and establishing a framework for the reconstruction of Cambodia. The United Nations Transitional Authority in Cambodia, UNTAC, was deployed to oversee the transition to peace, disarm factions, and hold democratic elections. In 1993, Cambodia held its first elections in decades, leading to the establishment of a new government under a constitutional monarchy. This marked a turning point in Cambodia's recovery, opening the door for international aid and development efforts. UNTAC played a crucial role in stabilizing the country, though challenges remained. 5. Rebuilding the economy and infrastructure. Rebuilding Cambodia's economy and infrastructure was one of the top priorities after the Civil War. Cambodia was largely agrarian, and the Khmer Rouge's extreme policies had destroyed much of the country's agricultural capacity. With the help of international aid, the government focused on reviving agriculture, improving transportation infrastructure, and rebuilding schools and hospitals. Cambodia's gradual integration into the global economy helped spur recovery. Tourism. driven by the country's rich cultural heritage, including the iconic Angkor Wat Temple complex, became a major industry. Over time, garment manufacturing and construction also contributed to economic growth, though poverty and inequality remained significant issues. 6. Addressing the legacy of the Khmer Rouge. One of the most difficult aspects of Cambodia's recovery has been dealing with the legacy of the Khmer Rouge. The psychological trauma experienced by survivors, combined with the social and economic challenges of rebuilding, made it difficult for many Cambodians to move forward. In addition, the Khmer Rouge continued to operate as a guerrilla movement until the late 1990s, further destabilizing the country. In 2006, the Extraordinary Chambers in the Courts of Cambodia, ECCC, often referred to as the Khmer Rouge Tribunal, was established to try senior leaders of the regime for war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. Though the tribunal has faced criticisms for its slow pace and limited scope, it has been an important step in achieving justice for the victims of the Khmer Rouge. 7. Current efforts and future challenges. Today, Cambodia continues to rebuild, though challenges remain. While the country has made progress in terms of economic development and poverty reduction, corruption, political repression, and limited freedoms are ongoing concerns. The scars of the Khmer Rouge era still run deep, affecting education, healthcare, and social cohesion. However, Cambodia